Ladies and gentlemen, it appears a new challenger has entered the ring, and his name is Jersh, and he's here to kick all our butts every day for forever now, so that's good. But for real, Josh, I'm glad you've chosen to join myself and Yeti along on this ride. And of course, Becco, you're more than welcome to join if you so choose. Or you can just keep lurking around. That's always fine. Happy to have you either way. But this is from yesterday. Unfortunately, I was unable to record one for yesterday. Excuse me? Am I not in the window? I'm not in the window. That's why I couldn't do anything. I was like, I'm pressing buttons. Why is nothing happening? It's because I'm stupid is why. So this was a good run with a good seam in it. A very fun seam that Josh and I both found. And it paid dividends for sure. What's today looking like? Ooh, we got a short little run today. Is that Maggie to Mom? No deaths. Pretty solid scores. I'm guessing they both made boss rush. Yikes. That's not good for me, because I never make boss rush. I'm notoriously slow. The run yesterday, first of all, let's go. Let's get started. But the run yesterday took me, I think it was like an hour. We always start with the speed up as Maggie, so just pop that bad boy so we're not suffering. But the run yesterday, ouch, took me... Dude, this guy's making all the wonkiest movements. Oh, good. Great. My favorite room. But the run yesterday took me, I believe, an hour and 12 minutes. I play slow. I play min-maxy usually. Perhaps that will change with me talking. I don't really know. We'll see. Yes, not yesterday. 2 days ago, I was just kind of in a grumpy mood, I guess. So I was just not caring and not full clearing or anything. Partially due to the fact that this sucks also. I should make that clear. I hate that this is what they've chosen to start us with. I hate the little ghosties. They move so annoyingly. So this is not ideal. I have nothing to help me with this fight. Like nothing at all. I just gotta hope I don't get blasted in the face with a brimstone laser. But yesterday's run had a good seam, as I was kind of starting to say. There was a chaos play on the first floor. I deserved that one. Whatever, we're gonna live, so who cares? But there was a chaos play on the first floor by re-rolling the shop. And for saving that for if I am able to find a heart, so I can get that as a spirit heart instead, because that's devil deal security for next floor. Or we could just get a tinted rock. That also works. But chaos play, apparently it also led to Guppy, which I did not get. I was gupless for that run, but Josh found the Gupster, so good for him. But I still managed to snag a Dark Judas, which was more than enough, to be honest. Even though it was a lost run to Mega Satan, it was also a curated daily for Veterans Day, so like no item rooms or any of that. But still, it was a good time. It was a fun run, even if it took me 72 minutes to finish. Sir, please stop this. Thank you. Let's see what we got. Nope. So I saw in the Discord that Becco picked that up. no, I'm not going to be picking that up. It's a terrible item, and it has no redeeming qualities. It's like Ludovico, but only bad. Is how I would describe it. Is just infinitely worse Ludovico technique. Oh, it lowers your tier rate. Who cares, dude? It makes it so I can't play the game at all anymore, which I would say is more of a downgrade than the tiers would be an upgrade. 4 minutes on the first 4. Yikes, dude. Let's pick this up a little bit. So, how do you guys feel? This is I promise there's a reason I'm gonna bring this up. He desires my flesh, and I refuse to give it, even though I gave him a bit of my flesh. How do you guys feel about Google Stadia? Because I don't care about it. However, I do care slightly when so YouTube was down for a bit yesterday, and I didn't realize it was down. I thought it was my computer being stupid, because my computer often enjoys being stupid. And it also said Windows had an update. So that was always a fun time. So I had YouTube up on my phone, which is not what I usually do. But as soon as I opened it, I have YouTube Premium. I should probably, get rid of it. But Google keeps doing these things that make me want to get rid of it less. Because they keep giving me free stuff. Like, they had this thing where they were like, hey, you're a YouTube Premium subscriber. Here's a free Google Mini? Google Home Mini? Whatever they're called? And I was like, okay. Thank you, I guess. So I have one of those now. And then when I opened it this time, they were like, hey, so you're a YouTube Premium subscriber. And I was like, yes, I am. And they were like, hey, so what if we just gave you, I think they're giving a free Google Chromecast, which I don't much care about, and a free Google Stadia controller, which I suppose there's worse things you could get than a Google Stadia controller. Like maybe a Steam controller would be considered worse. To each their own. I think we take this for Bookworm, and also because it can do that. So yeah, I've made my decision. Thank you for your service, Yumheart. But your services are no longer needed. I said I always take pills. I'm gonna do it. It's always one makes you larger, dude. That was the first pill on the last run. But also, Google was like, hey, you can have, I think it was 3 months of Stadia Pro for free. And I was like, sure, I guess. Because there's for being a Stadia Pro subscriber, member, I don't know what it would be called exactly. Oh, I'm a little slow now. That's fine. There's games that you just get for free. Sort of like with Humble Bundle, how they have the Humble Trove, where if you're a subscriber, you can just play any game that's in the Trove. It's like that, except I would say worse, because it's games I don't care about. There's some weird, Stadia version of PUBG. There's, 4 different Hello Neighbors for some reason. And I don't care about any of them. I don't remember what else there was. There's Destiny 2, which I've never played Destiny or Destiny 2, despite being a fan of Bungie. I don't really care about Destiny at all, or at least not enough to pursue playing it. But yeah, so they were like, hey, you can just have these things for free. Free's a good price. I can get down with free. That's something I can afford. So now I'm getting those at some undetermined point in time. And I will be sure to let you know how garbage the Stadia controller actually is, because it looks kind of like garbage. But then again, I'm just using like a third-party, basically Xbox 360 controller that's not actually an Xbox 360 controller, which meant it was like $20 instead of like $40. So that's perfect for me. I don't care about having like an actual Xbox controller. This suits my needs of playing video games. What do you guys prefer as far as controller? Because I think the Xbox controller, I feel like that's the peak. It's not possible to improve upon what the controller that Xbox has created. I think I still prefer the 360 controller to the One controller, but I haven't also really like used the Xbox One controller for more than like an hour. But I mean, it's still pretty much fine in my opinion. Thank you for that. But like for stuff like Smash Bros, if you're not using a GameCube controller, what are you doing? What's wrong with you? Do you need to like see a doctor? Because I think you might. Like if you're playing with like what are they, Joy-Cons? Couldn't remember the name. There's a problem, and you should seek like advice. What does this do? This makes I'm pausing because time is of the essence if I'm gonna have any hope of making boss rush. The slowest lad in the land. That makes you shoot like eggs or something, but like eggs that spawn like spiders or flies, maybe just spiders, I think, because I had it on the Lost run yesterday at the very end when everything was very much popped off, and I suddenly had a legion of insects with me, which is always nice. So we'll blow this up, hope for a nickel. Nice. Also a little bit of extra deal chance, and we'll play this boy for a little, hopefully not too long. Please pay out quickly, sir, or perhaps give me a key as well. Thank you. How kind. He's such a good listener, this little bum boy, except when he does that. Okay, so it does just spawn a billion spiders, which is just like, it's just good, I think. Like that's it. It's just a good thing, dude. It's so many. Book of Sin has been making. I debate that one. I think I was safe, but the game clearly did not think that. Why didn't I just check the curse room when I was there? Because I will backtrack for the curse room. What was I even talking about? Controllers. What did you guys think is the peak controller? So I have never been a PlayStation boy. I've never had a PlayStation console or anything like that. So I don't really like PlayStation controllers. Like the positioning of thumbsticks is not ideal for me. I'm used to left thumbstick high, right thumbstick low. That's what my hand is accustomed to. So anything that's not that feels weird, and I don't like it. While we're on the topic, didn't next gen consoles like just start getting like shipped around and stuff? Because I was on YouTube briefly a little bit ago and saw a post from one Daniel Giesling, I believe, on my homepage that was like, hey, I just got this box and we're gonna open it live on stream, which he's probably actually doing like right now, and I'm not watching him do that. Sorry, Daniel. But I think he said it was his PS5. I almost said PS4. PS4 is already out. Go, me. Okay, so listen. We're not gonna make boss rush. I have 5 minutes to do 3 floors. It's not gonna happen. So we're just gonna take our time and hope to maybe find a seam. I say that, but then I don't check for any secret rooms or anything. What's wrong with me? Oh, good. These boys. My favorite. But yeah, are you guys planning to get either the Xbox Series X? Just a terrible name, by the way. Like, I don't know what Xbox's marketing team is smoking, but they've been smoking it for many years now, and they just continue to smoke it. And I don't understand why. Like, what in the world are their namings? It's I can't even call it a naming scheme. It's just literally throwing trash at a wall and hoping something sticks. Xbox Series X and Series S, I think, are the two. What the heck? After they had an Xbox One S and an Xbox One X. And first of all, Xbox One is just a bad name because there was already an Xbox, which people called an Xbox One. So, okay. So we're gonna just sit here for a second and do this. Stop giving me batteries. Key, always welcome. What is this, by the way? It's a 2 of hearts. I didn't even, like, process what it was when I had it. Obviously, Gyara's better. But, like, what the heck are you doing, Xbox? Nintendo has good naming. For the most part, I would say. Like, Switch is a good name. I think Switch is a good name. Wii's a good name. GameCube is whatever. 64, because I think they were it was like 64-bit architecture, I believe. PlayStation, they got their simple numbering, which Eve's Mascara. Okay. It's gonna tank my tears. And I don't remember how good of a damage up it is, if I'm being honest. It's not an item I see very much of. Do I want it? I don't know. I don't think so. We'll see. We may come back for that, depending on what our boss and potential deal have in store for us. Yeah, that's fine. I can take a hit. Can we just, like, stop with the chasey spiders? They're no fun. Especially when you've got 0.9 speed. That makes them infinitely less fun. Greedhead's also not my favorite. Especially when they can tank a Blackheart. That's no good. But are you guys... I completely just tangented away from the original point question I was gonna pose. Are you guys planning on getting any of the next gen consoles? Has Nintendo announced anything for like a next gen, like any sort of like Switch 2 or Switch Pro or anything like that? I thought there was something about it like a while back, but I don't keep up with that stuff a lot. I don't keep up with most things a lot. But do they have like a... Because they're on like a different cycle than... Sorry, I had to scritch my dome. They're on like a different sort of release cycle for consoles than PlayStation and Xbox. PlayStation and Xbox are usually pretty close to the same time when they're coming out. Okay. I mean, if you're gonna just give it to me, I'll take it. And so I'm glad I did not take Eve's Mascara, because this makes that the right play. We missed boss rush, by the way. Boss rush. So don't expect a fantastic score out of me this time around. But I don't really play to get a good score. I just play like normal most of the time. Even on the dailies, I just play how I would normally play. Range up. Wow. Really? Let's see how that range up helped us. Wow. Still covers the whole room. Fantastic. I mean, sure. Oh, pop them quick. Okay. Just good things. So we're gonna hold on. We can big brain this. So we're gonna do this. Grab a joker. Pop the joker. Grab this. Probably keep this. And then grab another joker and head on out. HP will be a slightly larger concern now, but still not great. I'm not great? That doesn't even make any sense. What? It won't be like a huge concern, even due to not having an easy way to replenish HP. Really? That's not the secret room? It's gotta be over by the mob trap, boss trap, whatever trap room. Whatever. That's too... No, you know what? We will check. We got 17 freaking bombs, man. And I've got nothing better to do. We'll check. Because again, we gotta find a seam if we want any chance at having a decent, like, score to compete with Becco and Yeti. But I'm pretty sure it's just not possible now to have any sort of competing score. Unless the Joker play pays off. Joker. Pennywise. You guys know that video? Of course you do, because the people who would watch this already know that video and are the reason I know the video. Oh my god! I'm very appreciative that they just chose to straight up give me Brimstone. Like, that's just a beautiful gift that they've bestowed upon my lovely little girl Maggie. She got big blah. Just bad. But that's fine, because honestly, you've already given me more than I deserve. So anything beyond that is just... That's our seam. That's our seam. Okay. Alright. So we have a seam. We've found the seam. We can get to the womb. So we need to keep this Ehwaz. Sure. I don't care how slow I am anymore. Because I go blah. So who cares how slow when you can go blah. He also go blah, but I go blah better because my boy pink. So pink boy blah is what I was about to say, and then I actually just did say it. Uwu blah. Pink mouth go blah. Alright then. You know what? Sure. I don't know if I'll get enough money for that to become worthwhile, but on the off chance that I do, may as well. Can never say no to a Steam sale. A nice little thing. I mean, I'm gonna pop it. I'm a man of my word. I will pop all the pills unless it's gonna actually kill me. Bad life advice, by the way. Don't pop all the pills. That's a bad idea. You should only pop as many pills as are necessary or prescribed by your physician. So I'm going to full clear, is why I'm going back, because why would I not at this point? I didn't really get to talk about it. Well, I did talk about it, but it's in some of the Vietnamese crystal videos that at this point may just never come out, because I don't know if I even want to keep going with the series. I don't really know what direction. Why is that heart going so fast? Is that a is that one of the ones that runs away? Yeah, okay. It's a zoomer heart. Zoomer heart? A zoomy heart. Zoomers are different than zoomies, though potentially somewhat similar in certain aspects. That seems like something that's more on a case-by-case basis, however. Okay. Let's not do that. I mean, if you're gonna give me a golden key and then 4 golden chests, who am I to say no? Please don't jump on me, sir. I do not want to be stepped upon. I do not want to be stepped upon. That is not something I desire out of life. Just in general, stepping upon me is like a pretty low priority of mine, in that it isn't actually a priority at all. And I don't know if it can get much lower than that. Wheel of Fortune. Pop it, blow it up. I'm not gonna... rude payout. What is this? These were like all garbage. What in the world? How were all 4 of those not good? That's shocking. Do I try to bomb this away? Sure. It might take a bit. I'm more concerned about this one. 3 cents. Was it worth it? No, because it cost me 3 bombs. Extremely not worth it. Secret room could be here. It's not, of course. What was I thinking? How stupid of me? It's obviously right here. Really? Shoot. So if we don't get it, well, we're gonna get a deal. So the Joker card play will be meaningless. Why am I going over here? Well, if I were a second secret room, I'd probably be down here. Never mind, I would not be down here. You can't see this, but Mr. Yeti Hype just sent me some Steam messages, but they don't show up on my game capture. I don't think I have it set to do that. Is that something you do in like the Steam overlay? How do you even access the Steam overlay? Shift tab? Yeah. Yeah, you can't see this. Is there a way I can let you see it? Hold on, we're gonna sleuth around a bit here. Dude, I have no idea. I don't know how Steam works, if that wasn't clear. But he said hello, which I guess he's kind of just saying hi to himself and Josh, probably, and that's about it. Hello regardless. How do I leave the Steam overlay? Help! I'm trapped in the Steam overlay. You guys can't see it, but I'm stuck and I can't get out. Shift tab closes it also. Cool. Nice. I'll include like a screenshot or something of it, so you can see it in all its glory. Dude, what was I talking about? That Yeti, you made me completely lose any train of thought I had, which wasn't a lot. I was talking about secret rooms, I think. I don't know why. That's not a very exciting thing to talk about. Where the heck is it? It could be up here. Did I check up here? It can't be up there. Huh. I guess second secret has gotta be here. Really? Really? You got me, man. I give up. Oh, hello. Another go blah. But like I said, my blah pink, so my blah win. Like, I mean, as soon as we got Brimstone, it was a 1 run. So that shouldn't be a concern of anybody's. Honestly, give me the speed, because I kind of need it. How does this work with Brim? Because I know normally I have Belial, because normally it gives you like penetrative tears, but it also like increases the damage of them, so it's kind of like when you shoot through multi-dimensional baby, I think. But it also makes them kind of homing. It's weird, but like good, like really good. Maybe it'll make the Brim homing ish. It's not like homing. It's sort of like Sacred Heart homing, where it tries to home a bit but doesn't really always do it so well. I think I'm gonna grab it, but we are gonna play this boy and see if he gives us any goodies. Sir, you've given me just so many pills. I'm actually afraid to take a pill, because if it's a telepills, that actually just destroys my seam. Speed up, yes please. Thank you. So we're just gonna take this and blow you up, I think. is the play I'm gonna make, because I'm not gonna let go of this Ehwaz. This Ehwaz is coming with me as far as I can take it. You've piqued my interest with that. Certainly you have. Let's do it. Tears up. That's a good one. I'm glad I took that pill, because I wasn't scared of a telepills on that one. How did I get an eternal heart? Wait. Oh, Maggie's Faith. I know this game sometimes. Trinkets always throw me off, man. I missed the hole. Don't take that out of context, please. I can see it now. And just who's gonna be the one? It's gonna be Yeti who does it. He's gonna leave a comment if he watches the video and also chooses to leave a comment. He's gonna leave a comment and it's gonna say opening quotation mark, I missed the hole, closing quotation mark, NSL, November 12th, 2020. And you know what? Wait a second, hold on here. Blank card Ehwaz. Yes. I mean, yeah. We've done it. The seam. I'm thrilled. This is like really good, actually. Like super good, and makes me feel less bad about missing Boss Rush, and also I'm gonna miss Hush now too. So yeah, that's fine. Where is the shop? Here's the shop. I got Steam sale. Agreed. Honestly, that's fine. The money, because money is points, and points are good. Or you could just give me a second Steam sale for all the shops I'm not gonna be able to get now, that will all have free items. Thanks, man. Really appreciate the Depths 2 Steam sale. But what was I saying? Trinkets. Trinkets are always like the one thing that, like, I don't know what half of them do. Like, one run like a while ago, I thought it was just like a gimmick of the run. Cause, oh. Okay. Huh. So we're not gonna take my shadow. So we're gonna take dark matter. I think. And not contract. I would like to take both, actually. But my HP kind of scares me a bit. There was a daily at this point, like a while ago, like probably a month ago at least. Actually, probably more than a month ago, to be honest. You started, it was, I guess it was an Eden run, because you started with the doorstop trinket, and I didn't even notice that I had it, but I did notice that for some reason, whichever door I entered a room from, that door would stay open. And I was like, what in the world is this weird curated run that they've given? And it turns out that's just what the doorstop does. It just makes it so you can leave the room again for free without having to like bomb your way out. So like I said, I don't really know trinkets. This would also have been a seam, but it's not a seam I'm going to choose to take because we have Ehwazzup blank card. So that's going to be what I choose to do. I was holding off on this in case I got like a golden key, but I did not. So let's see what's, well, time to spend some keys, boys. Nothing. Oh, that was pretty juicy. Good thing I have literally nothing to spend my money on. You know what? Just keep going. If you're gonna keep paying out, I'm just gonna keep going until I run out of keys. Which would have been now, except you gave me 2 more keys. So we're gonna keep going, and you gave me that. So that's fine. Thank you. That was very fun. Could be between shop and... It could be here. Let's check here. Never mind, not there. Second secret could be up here. Dude, I'm like 0 for 6 on secret room and second secret room checks. This is not okay. Thank you. It's not even like good. But I guess it paid for all the bombs I was spending. We'll blow these boys up. Sure, I'll take that. I don't know if it works with brimstone, but I'll take it. So second secret here? Yeah. And it's not very good, honestly. Give me the better deal chance. And a spirit heart to boot. And more range for my brimstone. It's the dream. Our brimstone goes even farther than infinite. Did you guys know that there's different infinities? Pretty wild, huh? Like there's infinity, but then there's also an infinity bigger than that infinity. Pretty sweet. I'm sure you all really wanted to know that. But I mean, let's think about that one for a bit, because I'm a computer science nerdy math boy to an extent. Some math kind of sucks and I hate it. But other math is kind of fun. Oh, I almost just did a big oopsie and walked into the trophy, and I would have been so mad if I did that. I would have been extremely upset. So we blank card Ehwazzup. Really? Really? You're gonna... That's so rude. I can't believe... You really give me a crawl space and you ruin my fun. Well, guess I'm gonna just use it. That sucks. So the seam is slightly less seamy now, but still a seam nonetheless. Give me all the speed. I am speed. I am Lightning McQueen. Well, never mind. But back to infinity, which is what we're all really here to talk about. Let's think about that for a second. So you've got... Let's think of normal infinity, which I would say... So think of all, like, counting numbers. You can count forever, right? So there's an infinite amount of counting numbers. But then think about all the numbers between 0 and 1. That's as many as there are counting numbers. But then if you extrapolate that out, all the numbers between 0 and 2, that's twice as much as the amount of counting numbers. So that's a bigger infinite. than the number of counting numbers. I'm sorry if I'm hurting your brain. I would draw it out for you, but I can't really draw infinity, so I'm not gonna be doing that. I could have like saved that, I guess. Oh, one thing I don't know, is it gonna let me go on to womb 2, or is it gonna just be like, nah, you're done after this floor? And by the way, this seam has actually saved my score because now I have a competitive score again, which is very nice. Garbage is what I will call that. But yeah, let's stop talking about infinity now, because it kind of hurts my brain too, but it hurts it in like a good way, which sounds weird and sounds kind of just, well, you can fill in some of the dots. Something pleasure is pain and pain is pleasure, something. Yeah, let's stop. Let's stop with this now. Okay. Quick, think of a pivot. Think of a topic to pivot to. Literally, I can't think of anything. This is a problem. Anything at all. Dude, my brain. Whenever I need to think of something, I can't think of anything. Except for the fact that I can't think of something. That's all I can think about right now. Are you guys forgetful people? I consider myself to... Okay, so I know things I can do to make sure I don't forget. Like I don't even necessarily need the thing once I do it. This will make sense once I actually explain it, I promise. But just the act of doing the thing to make me not forget will make me not forget. If you follow that very odd logic. By which I mean, like, if I make a reminder for something, I'm not gonna actually need that reminder. Just me making the reminder will make me remember it without the reminder being needed. So I don't know what kind of sort of like learning or memory that ties in with. Because we were talking, or at least I mentioned it in the group chat, like Yeti has to, or at least likes to. I'll leave it for him to say if he has to. But he will often, if he doesn't understand something, he'll draw it out, and that usually helps him to get a better grasp on what exactly is being talked about. Like, we're doing this, or we're planning to do this thing. That's something I could have talked about. We could have talked about Secret Santa. I was gonna talk about it, but I forgot before I started that that's something I wanted to talk about. So it's a little late to talk about it now, but maybe we will. But we were talking about that, and then one person in our little group chat said that he didn't really feel comfortable doing it because he's not like a great gift giver, which is something I relate to. I consider myself to be a terrible gift giver and a terrible gift receiver. I prefer to express myself through actions rather than giving people things. I give people, well, I guess I give people things, but like in a more creative way, I guess. Like for Josh, I made like the ramen video and stuff like that. For Crotus, I'm still working on the Koikatsu party video, even though it's been a year. Yikes. So about this room, let's do a nice little reset and run. Just fight. Good boss to fight. But since he was opting out, Yeti was under the impression, dang it, dude, this sucks. Well, I guess we're done. But I'm gonna finish my story. Ooh, we take those. We take those. Another potential top 500. And I was even recording this time too. Wow. Imagine if it wouldn't have given me a stupid crawl space and would have actually let me keep my blank card Ehwaz. Imagine what would have happened. It would have been glorious. Just absolutely beautiful. It was so rude. I guess I could have done it on the devil deal and it would have been a different room and then I would have been fine. Whatever. It's too late now. You literally can't call that you're gonna get a crawl space on the one time I use it. The one time I wanted to use it to like do the scene. Honestly, it was just kind of rude. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. Let's see how we're doing. Pretty nice. We take those. But to finish what I was talking about very quickly, like we were doing the talk about Secret Santa. One person said they didn't want to be part of it. I'm bad at gift giving. They're bad at gift giving also. So that's why. Yet he was like, it's okay. I'm fine buying gifts for 2 people. And someone else in the group was kind of like, what do you mean? What do you mean buy for 2 people? You don't need to buy for 2 people. It's just, it's a shuffling of who gets who. It's not like a pair kind of thing. Like, it's not like, because then it wouldn't really be very secretive, would it? If it's a pair, because you obviously know who the other person is. And you know you're getting gifts for each other at that point. Because it's a shuffle. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, because Yeti was under the impression that you need like an even number of people for it to work out, which you don't. The other person sort of like explained, and then Yeti drew it out, and then he was like, oh, I understand now. So my boy, I consider him to be a visual learner. He can correct me if I'm wrong, but we stand visual learning on this channel. Visual learners are always welcome, because I'm sort of kind of one. I'm more of a just repetition learner, I guess you could say. Like just doing something over and over and over, which I guess is kind of visual, but like those I guess tie in together. That's how I am able to remember things. Anyway, thank you for watching. Nice try, Becco and Yeti, but you're gonna have to do better than that to take down little Mr. Not So Livid. But hey, no deaths from any of us, which is always a good thing. And I'm happy to see it, and I'm excited to see if Yeti recorded and if Josh is able to record the paths they end up taking, because I feel like the Ehwaz theme may not necessarily present itself to everybody. I guess it will, because I think it was a seeded drop and not from like any sort of thing I picked up. And then obviously blank card is there, so they're gonna find the theme if they choose to go for it. Maybe they won't clear the room with the Ehwaz. Who knows? But anyway, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you whenever I do another one of these, which may be tomorrow, may not be tomorrow. Who knows? Goodbye.